Okay, everyone, thought I'd do an update on how crypto is going. And I just want to, first of all, unpack Bitcoin, and then we'll look at a couple of other charts for Confluency to figure out what they're doing as well. So from here, you can see that from the bigger picture, we are still in an uptrend. And if we zoom out to the weekly, you can see that we are still in our uptrend here. Okay. So at the moment, what we don't know is that we've had a move here. And then from here, we don't even know if we're just even correcting this little part here right now, or maybe something larger as well. We're not sure yet. Something similar to what we have here is very similar to what we saw maybe here as well, where we just went zigzag. We could just be doing that. Okay, and if you look what it did during that time is it just came up to the fib 382. And if you look at what we've done here as well, just to the fib 382. Okay, so it could just be a little move like that where you've come down, ABC, and you continue. So same thing, going up, ABC, and then continue. That's what we're hoping. Okay, that's what the bulls are hoping, so that we can get this nice run and make a fortune in crypto. Okay, and to be honest, you'd have to lean that way until more data comes in. Okay, I'm going to show you the bullish scenario. I'm going to also show you what the possible bearish scenario is and where they become more likely. At the moment, it's still more likely to the upside, but I'm going to show you where it drastically changes to go more likely to the downside. Okay, so what we're hoping is that, let me just delete all that, is that if we have our count, is that we've gone wave 1, wave 2, this is wave 3, and we've come down for wave 4, and now we're going to go up for a wave 5, and this wave 5 can go short or it can go really long because this wave 3 is bigger than this wave 1. So the wave 5 could be short, it could be super long. We're hoping again it's a super long blow off top kind of thing. Okay, so wave 5 is up in the air, can go anywhere. If let's say this is a bottom, even your standard minimum is something like the fib 618, which would come up to about that 90k. Okay, so even that would just be kind of a standard kind of price around that kind of zone. And then if you'd be looking at something like that. Okay, so that'd be your kind of standard wave 5 top directional alignment of all these kind of things here. But again, it can go much higher. It could come up to whatever. Okay, I won't go there yet. We'll see if we even take out the highs, whether or not it's even worth looking at something like that. So where we are now, as you can see, like I pointed out, we've bounced off the fib 382. So from that low there, it's the fib 382 from here. And then even from this low here, you're still the fib 500 as well. So you've got what's called a fib cluster zone here, which is why it's a big strong support. So you've got the fib 500 from that previous one and the fib 382 from here. Okay, fib cluster, strong support level. So this is where buyers should step in. Okay, they should step in your cluster zone and within your zag zone, which they are. So that's a good first sign. Also, when I'm just going to dive into the daily here, what we were looking for here and what kind of flipped everyone bullish was when we changed market structure, higher high, higher low, we changed up, but then see how we then went lower low, lower high and changed market structure back within the range. Whenever you break a major resistance or support, it's for one of two reasons: to grab liquidity or to continue the trend. Okay, in this case, it was to grab liquidity before coming back down. If you actually inverse that, you'll see it could be what is happening right now. Okay, so higher, 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 low, higher, high, come back within the range. So could be possibly, which means that what was this? A possible liquidity grab. Okay, that gets confirmed once what I wanted to do is come in, come back. I would love it to come back and test this as selling again and then roll back. Okay, so just that. I'd love to see it come back, fill here and bounce. If it does that, you beauty, things are looking quite good. Okay, the reason why I think it could even also come back like that as well is that if you look at the futures chart, we've left a gap here as well. Okay, so right now we've left a gap here and that gap should get filled at some point soonish. So what I'd be doing is again looking for that support to act as support again, and wherever it ends, come back down, put in a higher low, and then go. And that way we get our confirmed change of structure. Until then, we've got to be careful, because right now what we don't know is from here, it might just be retracing. Right now we've hit the fib 500 to the T. So we might just be doing a liquidity grab, which is zig, zag, grab. Everyone gets really bullish again because we come back within, grabs it, and then comes back out. Okay, so that's what we've got to be careful of, is anything below this 65.4 can still be a possible zag zone. Okay, so keep an eye on something like that as well. I'm going to now look at a couple of reasons why, again, it could be a bottom, looking at some other charts. So if we pull up USDT dominance, okay, so this has an inverse relationship with Bitcoin. And what we have here is, if you get your trend-based fib extension, go from the bottom to the top to here, you can see we've come up to our fib 1-to-1 zone. Okay, so what that could be, leading diagonal, A wave, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so A, B, C, and it could be done. Okay, that again started to look better. If you look at the hour here, see we've changed market structure, lower low, lower high, lower low. So that was a good sign. The fact that we've changed market structure, that doesn't come into fruition as a more thing until we start to reject some key levels, which is, you can see this level right here. So that major pivot low there, which is also the fib 618, if we break below there, that will align with a possible pump as well. Okay, so that would be a really good sign for the bulls if we broke below that 4.93%, because that's the last major pivot low, and we shouldn't be breaking below that. Okay, on top of that, it's getting through your zag zone, whereas if this is just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, ABC into your zag zone, it should bounce and come up from here. If it doesn't get through here, all of a sudden the odds start to increase in the favor of the bulls as well. USDC dominance. Okay, you can see same thing here. Let's zoom out. Daily. So same thing, fib 1-to-1, A, B, C, and then it could be rolling over here as well. So looking at this one, again, what we've done is we've gone up on bearish divergence from memory. Let me pull it up. Yep, so bearish divergence off that last top. Okay, and now lower low, lower high, lower low. We've changed market structure back below. So same thing at the moment, it's looking good. We are quite overbought, so who knows, we'll get maybe a bit of a bounce. Right now, we don't know if here we've gone past this zone, so we're likely not just correcting this one. So now if we pull it up from the bottom, we can see that we are coming into our possible zag zone. Okay, so again, if we start to break through, right now it's just holding this trend. But if we start to break through here, what you'll see is we're going to start breaking the trend. We're going to start breaking through the zag zone, through our pivot. So once we get through this kind of zone here, things start looking really good for the bulls as well. But until then, we've got to be careful that we're still in this possible zag zone, and then we can keep going. Okay, so some definite possibilities in the fact that, you know, this could have been completed. Again, leading diagonal, wave A or wave 1, we're not sure which one it is. A, B, C down, A, B, C. And what we don't know now is this a completed C wave, or is this just wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and we keep going up and things get nasty. Okay, we're not sure which way yet, but if we break below here, things definitely stack in favor of the bulls right now. Okay, so yeah, just another one to keep an eye on there as well. Another reason why I was looking at this level as well, and what I talked about with my students, was others is bouncing off its key level. Okay, so right now, like I talked about, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, you get an ABC. So that means that you normally get a 1/3, 2/3 retracement, and you can see that we came down to 618 to the T. Okay, on top of that came down on bullish divergence. So a good sign in the fact that this is where the bulls are supposed to step in. As you can see, they were stepping in off the 382 when we thought it was maybe a really bullish trend. Nope, it's broken through, but this could be a bottom now off the 618. Okay, so again, we haven't got to change the structure yet, but if we do, what we're looking for is this to come up, the high, low, and break through. If you change market structure off this zone, this is where the bulls are supposed to step in. The moment they are, things would be looking good there. Okay, so again, you would have to lean to more the bulls at the moment because we're defending these massively key zones, which is just actually a healthy retracement right now. Seems crazy because probably some of your altcoins got absolutely destroyed there. That's why I sold out of mine in March. But like I've been talking about, I'm looking to get back in. Okay, I've put in a couple of trades, not long term yet, but just trades yesterday. But I haven't added anything to my long-term position yet. I'll show you where I'm looking for that. For that one, first of all, I want to see change of market structure on this one. Others dominance, I'm still looking for your move off here. Okay, so if this starts to come up out of here, I'll get my change of structure off my key support zone. Okay, so key trend line there. This is where I bought my alts last time in June. Looking again off here, but I'm just looking for that change of structure. At the moment, there's some signals, bullish divergence. I'm just waiting for the change of structure to tell me. And then also looking at your Bitcoin dominance, you want to start seeing this one start to break here as well. At the moment, we're not. Okay, so this is still going up as well. So until this breaks this level here, that level there, then Bitcoin dominance is in an uptrend. And when Bitcoin dominance is in an uptrend, it's not good for alts. So Bitcoin dominance increasing, bad, bad, bad. Okay, you don't want sideways, you don't want dumping, you don't want decreasing. What we want is this going down, decreasing. This is when your alts are good. Really good, good, stable. Okay, so while this is going up, it's not good for our altcoins as well. Okay, so a few key charts to look for. Again, also Ethereum, Bitcoin, because after Bitcoin, it should go into Ethereum. I'm still waiting for it to break this level here. If we break this level here, then we have a higher high, higher low off the zag zone, and then we change the market structure. So once we do that, Ethereum will start to outperform Bitcoin, and that could be a good sign for then all of your altcoins as well. So if I get my Ethereum Bitcoin breakout, get my Bitcoin dominance break down, get my others change market structure, get my others dominance change market structure, you beauty, that's 4 charts are telling me that altcoins are going to do well. That is when I'll start loading up my swing account and my decent for many months of altcoins going up, which is how I've been able to make money, even though I had been bearish on Bitcoin. Okay, it didn't stop me making money. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I got that whole run there, sold out, missed out on all of that thing. So most people that bought the bottom there gave back all of their altcoin gains. I took profit in that February, March. Then here, I bought in June, which was the YouTube video back when others dominance was down the bottom, and then took the moves up, okay, all the way up, and then sold out during the ETF, bought back in again here, and then, as you know, sold out in March. So I've missed, again, given back all of the gains. So anyone that bought off that last recent run of October, which was about here, which was a massive move, most of the altcoins gave back all of those gains. Looking at a few key ones, like even stuff like Sol has not changed market structure bearish yet. It's still actually holding its level. Okay, so you can see here, holding support. So resistance is holding support. So it's still, and possibly about to break up here as well. So once you start breaking out of here, get above here, this is your resistance level. Okay, breaking here, then Sol is looking like that's just a nice little flat correction, and then we're ready to keep going as well. While it's above here, if it was to roll over and break down here, then not a good sign, because where'd all those buyers go that have been defending that zone? Okay, so if we get above there, we change double bottom reversal here, and then obviously if we start breaking some key levels, then that will continue as well. So a couple of good little things there. Couple of key things to still keep an eye on, but yeah, you would have to favor the bulls in the short term until these key levels break. Let me show you where you would start to flip really bearish. Because what we don't know is there is actually a possibility that this could just be an ABC. Okay, this thing could be A, B, C, here, wherever it goes. Okay, and that means that this, so A, B, and then you could get either it could come to here and go, or it could come further down and go. Okay, one big massive flat correction is definitely a possibility as well. I wouldn't start to look there yet though until you started breaking some key levels. And the key ones that I'd be looking for is, first of all, if you pull up your fib retracement here, if we ever broke below, so you know anything in here could be a healthy retracement. Start bringing up your trend line. So if you ever broke below this level here, things would get nasty pretty quickly. And the reason why is we're not just buying off our zag zone. Okay, we would be breaking that swing low of here, which was there. That there was when the ETF was launched. That there is where people bought it, and this was the whole ETF hype. So if we were to break below that level, that means that that whole ETF was a sell the news event. Just like here, FTX collapse, that whole FTX event was a buy the news event. Okay, so similar thing. If we were to break below this key level, then that's not only breaking key technical levels, breaking a trend, breaking the 618, breaking back below a major pivot, that's the chart telling you to running off the whole ETF news as well. Okay, so anything technically above that level there is still a buy zone. Okay, in particular, the one I'm really looking at is anything above that 48K zone. Anything above that 48K zone, because that's where the ETF was launched as well, is a good sign. If we start breaking below that, then I kind of go, well, that's the ETF launch. Again, that's kind of telling me it's a bit of a sell the news event. But if it's not, then it could be up, reaccumulation, and further up. Okay, so we don't know which way yet. We haven't changed market structure yet, but there are some good signs in the fact that we have broken back through the support level here. Okay, so support, 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 support. Why didn't it become resistance? Good sign. So if it was to come back and test it, then there's seeing your buyers come back, and you beauty, you've come. We've just got to get through the zag zone here right now to show which this should turn into a non-failure swing. Selling higher, buying higher, changing. Okay, that would be beauty after bullish divergence. But until then, you've got to be careful of a zag and then further down as well. Okay. That should pretty much sum it up, guys. So yeah, you can kind of see the key levels, things to look out for. Again, if you look at something like the monthly as well, it's still holding the support level. Okay, so monthly still, so we've still got another 2 weeks to go. So if we do end up and we go, then, you know, that's actually still holding the old resistance as support, which is a good sign as well. All right, so definitely good signs. It can literally go either way here, which is why be careful. You know, if you're in, make sure you got your stop losses under your swing highs and stuff. I'm still not entering anything in my longer term yet, but like I said, I have put some short-term trades on my in my short-term trading account long. So I just need more data to wait and see. And once I get that change of structure, then things will be looking much, much better. But yeah, some really early signs and things to look out for. But once we clear that 64, 65K zone, that zag zone, then you know that, yeah, the chances of this being just a zag reduce dramatically. All right, guys, hope that helps. Take care. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.